Kia ora te whānau. We are at home today doing a quick demo on how to connect a Raspberry Pi Pico wirelessly. So all I have today is a Raspberry Pi Pico. It is a W version, version 1 for me, but this should work on a version 2 as well, and a cable to connect it with. So the first thing I'm going to do is connect it up to my machine, connect it up to my laptop. That plug goes in there, this plug goes in here. It should say, ask us whether or not we want to connect. We're going to hit allow. And I have Thonny open. Thonny, the editor of choice for the Raspberry Pi Pico. Not a lot is going to happen on the Pico for the moment, so I'm just going to hide this one. And down the bottom of Thonny, you should see this here. MicroPython board. Let's make sure that we click that and we're actually connected and that we're ready and good to go. There's no angry red text down here. Fantastic. Okay, I have a network set up here and it's called Digital Technology, and the password is called Digital Technology. The same one should be set up in the classroom as well. If it's not, you can use any username and password as long as it's not a school one. They have extra security that the Raspberry Pi can't handle. But for now, we have one that would work. Okay, in order to complete this today, we need something called microdot. So we're going to come up to, in Thonny, we're going to come into Tools, Manage Packages, and we're going to search for microdot. That's going to search for the library that we need today, and there we go. It's the first one. I'm going to click it, click install, and then it should work away, get us all of the extra code that we need to make this possible in a little. Right, now that's installed, let's go back, close that, and let's code. Our goal is to turn the LED on and off wirelessly. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to bring the microdot package into our file. From microdot, import. Once we've done that, we are going to bring in machine, the network library, and the time library. We're going to need that as well. This part we're going to get our Raspberry Pi, our Pico, connected to our network. It looks like this. Okay, what these three lines did is that it activated WLAN, wireless local area network, our WLAN. It actually set it up. It actually said, yes, please use this. And then on the next line, it told Thonny about what our username and what our password, what our network is called and what its password is, so it's allowed to connect to it. I've missed a quotation mark. There we go. Okay, now we actually need to just wait a little bit because connecting to a network can take time. So before we run the rest of our code, we're going to just wait and make sure we're connected to the Wi-Fi. So we're going to set up an infinite loop. And then we're going to just wait until we're connected. And if we never get past this, we can't do the other stuff anyway. So we know there's a problem. Okay, this is going to pause for half a second, try again to connect, pause for half a second, try again to connect. And once it's connected, we need to know what our IP address is so we can connect to the Pico later, so we can start to control it. Let's print it out. Give ourselves a little success message. And let's say, oops, let's come in here and say our IP address is ifconfig, wlan.ifconfig, double bracket, square bracket, 0 square bracket. Don't worry about what that is doing. Just know that when we're using the network library, WLAN in this instance, this little bit of code is going to go into there and get out our IP address and tell us what it is. Cool. We're connected to the Wi-Fi. We've got our IP address. What's next? Let's actually make a little microdot server. So we're going to make a little server on the Raspberry Pi, so we have the ability to control things inside it. And thankfully, the microdot library will handle all of this for us. Let's make a little app, and let's use microdot to do it. Whoops, got to spell it right. Cool. Let's get our onboard LED and set that to pin. It's just the LED pin, isn't it? LED like that. This is an out pin, so pin.out. Cool. Okay, we're actually nearly there. All we need to do is say, when we get a request from a computer, what are we going to do? And at the moment, what we want to do is we want to toggle the LED. So we're going to accept any connection, and that connection is going to toggle the LED. And how we do that with microdot is this little fancy @ symbol. And we're going to say @app.get. And in here, we're going to put a little slash. What that means is any request to our server, to the main root of our server. Let's say any request at the moment. Any request to our main server is going to run whatever code we write below as a function. How do we write a function? I think we should have covered this already. We're going to write def toggle LED. We're getting and handling an incoming request, so we put request down here. Okay? What are we going to do? We're going to toggle the LED. Great. Cool. Should we say that what the LED state is, or should we leave it there? You know what? Let's leave it there. That is all we are going. No, we need to show something. Let's just quickly return if led.value. Oops, if led.value. If it's on, we're going to say return LED is on. Else return LED is off. Cool. Fantastic. Okay, we've got it. That's it. All we need to do is set up our app to run, and we do that with app.run. And our host, this part is important. What this lets us do is accept incoming requests, and we're going to run it on port 80. Which means use regular old HTTP. Here we go. Should we run it? Should we give it a go? Let's bring our, I'm actually going to move myself over here because I am not needed that much. We're going to bring our Raspberry Pi back on screen. Okay, let's watch down here to see what happens. And let's run the code. I should be connected. Let's go. Syntax error. Didn't get it in one. What did we do? Connecting to Wi-Fi. Wrong. I've used a single quotation mark over here and a double over here. Let's fix that up. Consistency is key. There we go. Oh, connecting. Hey, we're connected and our IP address is 172.21.111.233. Should we take a look at that address and see what happens? You're not going to see this, but I'm going to go to my browser on my laptop. I am connected to the digital technology Wi-Fi. I'm going to paste that in. Hey! We toggled the LED and it says LED is on. I'm going to refresh and it says LED is off. And I can now control that from my laptop. So, oh, okay, but I'm connected to my laptop anyway. But I can control this from any device now connected to the digital technology Wi-Fi. All I need to do is to go to that IP address there, 172.21.111.23. And we have a Raspberry Pi we can control wirelessly. Fantastic, goal achieved. I know there's a little bit of technical things there in that code, but nothing that you can't handle. Just make sure you put everything in as it is here. One more time looking through this code, just the basics. We import some stuff. We set up our network, our ability for our Raspberry Pi to connect to the network. We set up an infinite loop to wait for our device to connect, our Raspberry Pi to connect to the network. And then we tell ourselves what our IP address is. We set up a little microdot server. We tell the Pico, what do we do when we get a request? And in this case, we toggle the LED and return some information to show that some response. We're showing some response. And then we set up our app and we run our app, and the whole thing lets us control the LED from another device wirelessly. That's it. Fantastic. Bye for now. Ka kite.